dentistry. No pain, no anesthesia, no shots. With over 23 years of experience, Dr. Colella does fast braces, dental implants, veneers, and more. She can even finish off your smile with Botox, fillers, and lip augmentation. Call 954-428-6923 or visit yoursensationalsmile.com.
Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style.
We're going to compare, but Molly and I are cute. She'll be on the phone, so.
Okay, hi there. Welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. I have two guests tonight. My first one is my friend Karen Turk. And after Karen, I have Leanne Hart-Diuda. And Karen's going to tell us about some projects she's been up to. And then Leanne is very inspirational. She survived terminal cancer. She was given 3 months to live, and she's here 2 years later doing great. So that's going to be a very interesting.
And she looks amazing. I saw her in the lobby.
She's like a model.
Amazing.
I know. It's incredible. And before we get going here, I want to talk about my girl, Dolores Catania, on Real Housewives of New Jersey. I just love Dolores. And she's a great friend of mine, a wonderful person. And she, if you've been watching her in the media, she has lost weight and looks amazing. Have you seen her, Karen?
Ooh, I did see her,
Totally
yes.
different person.
Amazing. Well, I mean, she's always been beautiful, but she looks amazing. You can tell she feels healthy and she looks good.
She looks 20 years younger, too. I mean, beautiful, beautiful. So I talked to her today, and I'm going to be flying to New York sometime in the next, sometime in July, to interview her along with the people that helped her lose the weight and get in really great shape.
Oh, maybe we can coordinate it with that with my trip and
I'm
Molly's
be up there
birthday. Molly's birthday, we're going to be up there.
I was going to talk to you about that, Karen.
Oh yeah,
I've been up in New York.
I have some New York stuff to do. You were actually yeah. I had a little medical issue. I was supposed to be up there last week and I didn't get to go.
Up there.
I know.
I'm going next week too, but then I'm going back in July.
All right,
so we coordinate our trips.
We're definitely doing July, and maybe I'll catch you up there before that because I've been in and out for 3 or 4 days here and there, and that's how I like to live my life. But unfortunately, last week I was kind of down for the count.
We'll do some live streaming, or we'll do some a Becky and Boca segment in Manhattan. How about that?
That'll be amazing. I'll introduce you to my friends there. We will have the best time. Weren't we on a rooftop last year for my birthday?
Yeah, you had a little medical emergency then too, didn't you?
Every time. Every time. I don't know. There seems to be a pattern. That's so interesting.
Well, so that brings us to Ion New York, which is your new show that you're going to tell us about. And you have promised me that we're going to be doing a lot of filming up there.
We're going to be doing a ton. I mean, I started out as a host for Ion South Florida, and we covered a lot of charity events and did a lot of great things, celebrity interviews, and we kind of expanded into luxury space and started doing some different things. And, Molly has a great travel blog called
Molly
Allure of Travel.
Another good friend of ours. Love her.
And all of a sudden it kind of morphed because we were traveling together, and I'd be doing my segments and, doing this and that, and she'd be off doing, her social media stuff with her brand clients. And I kind of said, why aren't we filming these segments? And you could host them. And, Ion South Florida loved her, and she was already doing some hosting for us. And it's now morphed into its own thing. So we have Luxury Insider. We both host it, and we do pieces
in New York?
For the Ion networks, for Ion New York, for Ion California, for Ion Chicago. We have Ion DC. We have Ion South Florida. So we are moving and shaking.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So we're going to be, she's in California right now.
She's going to call in. Yeah. I just texted her the number.
And she's been in New York. She was in Chicago this week. Like, she had like a 3-city tour because I was out of commission.
I've been watching all her stuff.
So yeah, she
now,
really.
why were you out of commission this time, Karen?
Well, it was my medical emergency last week. I don't even want to talk
about it.
I
texted Karen.
I don't even want to talk about it.
I'm in New York. Karen's like, I'm on my recliner at home. I just left the hospital.
I was done. I went to Boca Regional. I was out.
Okay, so but you're better now.
I'm all better. I'm
Okay.
100% good. So
Next time I'm in New York, I'm going to text you. You better be there.
listen, if there's another medical emergency, then I'm going to start to think it's you, and it's every time we plan a trip
The
together.
first time you had a medical emergency, okay, we were supposed to meet in New York on the roof of the Marmont, was it?
The Marmara, but you
Marmara.
ended up coming. We did meet
I
on the
came
roof.
because there was a hurricane here.
There was.
I had to get out of town. And I
Me
got like the
too.
last flight out. I went to Manhattan. But your birthday party was scheduled for that week.
It was
On the roof of that hotel.
It
but
was.
But who didn't show up for her own birthday party?
I did. No, I was
Later.
My birthday was later. We did have the
postponed.
birthday party. I just want to clarify. I did have the birthday party, but yeah, I ended up in Philadelphia in the hospital.
I know.
When we were escaping the hurricane too, we rented a Fiat, for God's sakes. I mean, it was comical. And then I'm in the
And our
hospital.
other friends drove up too because they couldn't get flights.
That's everybody.
I
It
was the only one
mass
that amazingly
exodus.
got this flight that popped up. Oh, Molly's
Yeah,
on the phone.
she's
Molly's
on
on
the
the phone.
phone.
Okay. Put her through. Molly?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi. Where are you?
How are you?
Where are you tonight, Molly?
I am. Good question. I don't even know what time zone I'm in right now.
Are you in a vineyard?
Right now, I am in Los Olivos, California. I just checked into a hotel here that's gorgeous.
Don't
and
you live the glam life?
She does.
Listen, this week has been incredible. I love my job.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, it's a good gig. It's a good gig. I'm actually upset. I was telling her about how I couldn't travel and how, you've been all over the world, and I'm like living vicariously through you right now.
I know. Well, you're supposed to be with me right now, but we're dividing and conquering.
It's good. It's good. It gave me an excuse. I was like, I felt really good when I was coming on the show tonight because I'm like, you know what? This makes up for not being in California.
Doing
And being
something.
here with Becky and Boca and hanging out and catching up with
right.
you.
Good,
I know.
good.
Well, Karen and I divide and conquer. That's how
So,
we do.
so what are
We
you
do.
doing in? Where are you? Los Lobos? What did you say?
So I am in Los Olivos. It's where they filmed the movie Sideways, and it's an incredible place
the
to go. That's
wine
filled with
area, wine
country.
rooms.
What are you doing there, Molly?
I am filming for Ion, California.
Yeah.
I am filming the Babcock Winery, which is this amazing winery, and then we're also doing a segment on Los Olivos and all the tasting rooms and fabulous places here. And then I'll be down in L.A. filming down there.
Wow.
Then I
Yeah.
finally come home on Sunday. I'll be back in Florida.
Yeah, we're busy. We're rocking and rolling. I mean, we opened up, 2 new markets. We have California and Chicago. We were already doing New York, and, now we're sprinkling in a little bit of DC. I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's great.
It's so
great
good.
for you two, also.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, it's what we do anyway. We were
Right.
traveling together. She loves going to Napa. She loves wine. So, it's a perfect mix between the two of us with doing luxury and
Hey,
cider.
Molly, I'm a Chardonnay girl. You got any good shards out there?
Oh, yeah. No, you'll have to watch our segment. I've got a whole thing for you.
Okay.
Ah,
Cool.
Do you realize that there's a common theme with wine in your segments?
I do. I was telling them today, I'm like, I don't know why, but they send me on all the wine segments.
It's good. It's really good. It's
Yeah,
really
I watched one of your wine segments last night.
You got to keep the host happy. If the host isn't happy, nobody's happy.
Right. Happy host, happy life, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, Karen or Molly can answer this. If people want to see your stuff, where do they go?
Well, they can go to any of the Ion channels. We're on Facebook. We're pretty much everywhere. We're on
Okay.
Instagram. We also have our Luxury Insider Media website with information
Oh, yeah,
about
I looked
us
at that.
and
Yeah.
information about more of our real luxury brand space that we're in. And then Ion South Florida, you can go to that too. We have a pretty big following there. Everybody who's local knows us.
Yeah.
But now we're expanding and we're doing more
Oh,
exciting
I just
things.
love that. You
and-
guys are popping up all over the place. Every time I turn on my social media, I'm like, where are they now?
Yeah, no, it's good, and we're
Yeah.
all over the place in real life too. So if you follow us on social media, you get to see all of the best. Like
Like
even
wh-
though I can't be in California, I'm living vicariously through her. The power of social media.
Well, you know what? Molly, are you going to be back in New York at any point?
I am. I'm actually going to be in New York for the entire month of July and beginning of August. We've got
Okay.
a lot of
Yeah.
segments that
It's
we're
gonna be a
coming
good
up
during
time.
that
It's gonna
time.
be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. There's a
We're
couple,
going to do
couple of
something,
girls
the
trip.
three of us, for, I'll meet you guys wherever in Manhattan, and we'll do something really cool. We'll film it for Becky and Boca.
I would love that.
And,
Fantastic.
I'm going to be up there
I have-
next week. So
And I
I'm
have a big birthday coming up there.
Oh,
so
your
it'll
birthday?
be a big-
That's what I said. I told her before. Were we even on air at that point? Were we talking about her
so.
birthday? We did earlier. Yeah. She needs to be there for that.
okay.
for sure.
I'll be there. But while I'm in New York next week, I'm going to try to find what happened to your microphone there,
What
Karen?
happened? My microphone has a mind of its own tonight.
As ED.
There we go.
Okay, so When I'm in New York next week, I am going to try to find some kind of a colorful character or somebody or a place or something that I can film in when you guys are up there next, and it coordinates with one of my.
Wait, no,
you got somebody good?
I have somebody so good,
As good as the alligator lady.
Oh, better than the alligator.
Okay, what do you got?
No, I shouldn't say that because I love Savannah.
Karen,
so
I don't know if
want to
you
say
saw
better
on
than
my
anyone.
social media, but Karen got me an interview with an alligator wrestler, a
From
female.
Gatorland. She's a female alligator educator,
wrestler,
trainer, wrangler. Yeah, she's amazing, and she's a bad chick. She's amazing. I mean,
So
I'm
you can go
fully
to
inspired.
Becky and Boca Show Facebook page and see some videos on that. And who almost got eaten by the alligator, Karen?
Becky totally almost got eaten by the alligator, and this is a true
true.
story. Like the alligator actually
you were a
went.
witness.
It
You were a
was.
witness.
It was real. It happened,
No.
and I had joked about it, and then felt a little bit bad, and was like, "Be careful what
because
you say."
You didn't come in the pen. You were smart enough not to.
Well, I was having a good time doing my Instagram stories, and I think we did catch a piece of that live. I think I actually saved it, and I think it's on your video, too.
Yes, but the thing lunged at me. It came after me.
It happens, when you're dealing with
happens.
alligators. But you know what? I have clothes in New York, and I have Molly. You know who I should introduce her to?
Oh,
You know.
I have a feeling who I knew you were going to say, but go ahead.
I'm gonna say Dennis Kinney.
Yes.
Yes.
Who is
my
that?
God, how
So
amazing
he is the creative director for 260 Sample Sale, which are the most amazing sample sales in New York and LA. He's also a really good friend. He's a Broadway dancer. He's just an all-around amazing New Yorker, an amazing person.
Oh, cool.
And you guys will be like this. I mean, Molly, will they not?
Molly's still
Is
there?
Molly there?
Oh, yes. I said, Becky, you will love him. He's amazing, and his style is amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
He's,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, you
yeah.
guys-
But
you
I
guys-
mean, I have other people too.
Okay.
But that's the first
That's
one.
one.
When you say to me, you want to meet somebody cool and dynamic and,
Yep.
you want somebody who's a character, he's amazing.
Okay.
He's the one that I did the video with the terrier when I looked like I was going to rip the terrier's fur off. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
That's his dog.
That's his dog.
That's his dog.
Did the dog survive?
Dog's fine. Dog's fine. Dog's fine. And we're still friends. So for everybody out there that watched the dog interview, the dog is okay.
Okay, so you'll introduce me to that guy. All right. Anything else
Absolutely.
interesting we can find up there?
Yeah, I'm going to find a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Molly, you got to put your thinking cap on for Becky.
I'll be wandering around there next week. I might stumble on something.
And next year, too.
And next year.
Next year, too. We're going to do both. That's amazing.
Okay. No, it's such an easy flight back and forth. I mean, why
It's
not?
great.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's either JetBlue or, NetJets or, whatever it is that week. Sometimes it's JetSmarter. We're kind of falling
I
in
don't
love
know
with them,
NetJets
too.
and JetSmarter. What is
We'll
that?
talk offline.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Molly, what time is it out there?
It is 2-something, right?
Oh,
Or no,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
Yeah.
That's earlier in the day. What do you
I
got
told
planned
I
for
don't
tonight,
even know
Molly?
what
You going
time
out?
zone I'm in anymore.
Right. You're moving around. Are you going out tonight? Going out for a nice dinner?
Yes, well, we're going to be tasting wines. We're going to be, listen, I have to do my due diligence for my job. And
Yes,
so-
you do. Yes, you do. And since I can't really still drink, you're going to have to drink twice as much for me.
I will.
You're off alcohol right now?
A little bit. I might have like a half a glass of wine.
I've been
later,
off
a little
alcohol since
champagne.
Sunday.
Oh, it's a long time.
I'm going out with some friends tonight, though, so I think that's over.
Fabulous. That's great.
3-day stretch. How about that?
That's really good. That's really good.
Okay.
I can't be out too late tonight, though, because we have an early call time in the morning, and then I have to drive all the way down to Los Angeles in the afternoon. So
Oh, my gosh, you're driving around out there?
She is like a total
Wow.
I
road
started out in
tripper.
San Francisco.
Molly, yeah.
You started in San Francisco?
Yes, and then I stopped. I've already been in Santa Cruz today, and then Los Alamos, and then Los Olivos.
It's a long drive.
And it's just, yeah, I can
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Wow, Molly, you are a trooper.
Remember, there were
you can
supposed to
keep
be
up with
two of
me.
us.
Right. Oh, you were
I
going
have-
to.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
good
so I
shifts.
feel a
You're
little
driving
bad.
shifts.
Like, I'm listening, and I'm like, yeah.
I have all the behind the scenes. You can follow me in each of these locations at our Ion Cali Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ion Kelly Instagram. Check her out there.
Yes.
Okay, Molly, this is nice. That
And
you're,
when are you coming back? I feel like you're like in the great
I know,
beyond.
I'm looking into
We're
the air.
kind of like both like this. And then I'm looking at you, and
we're both looking up.
we're both looking up, Molly.
She's coming out of the speaker there. That's
I'll
why.
be back sometime on Sunday. In all honesty, I haven't even booked my flight yet, but I will be back on Sunday.
This is historically. You never book your flight until the same day.
No, because you know why? With our schedule and how segments keep changing, and then we're not sure exactly which city and which segment we're doing till like kind of the last minute, and so I don't schedule ahead of time, and because in this business it changes every day. Becky, you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
It does.
It's constantly changing, and people drop out, and then someone drops in.
Yes, in fact, Karen was a little late today, so I didn't think she was going to show up. And I'm like, can I carry the show by myself?
But you knew I'd be here. I was here 10 minutes early. It's not like I didn't show up.
I got nervous.
You got nervous. You had a moment. I've always showed up for the record.
There's usually somebody walking around the studio. You see how quiet the studio is
It was
tonight?
really quiet tonight.
Usually you can snag somebody. If
Usually
your
you
guest
have
doesn't.
Freddie here or Dawn
Right,
here too.
take one of
which
them in.
is- Yeah. So
or
it's just
one of my interns,
more.
stick them in the chair. But where'd all my interns go?
You would be a one-woman show. That would actually be a lot of fun. You should do that one week just, for fun.
Talk by myself for an hour?
Why not?
I could try it. Usually, you see, no interns tonight. Isn't that unusual?
That is very unusual. Well, I can't wait for not only Molly's wine segment, but she just actually, tell them where you shot in New York.
Where I shot in New York the most amazing penthouse. Oh my gosh, this is the most gorgeous penthouse. It was $30 million for sale, so save up.
Whoa.
Yeah, save up.
If we split it 3 ways, it's only $10 million
It's
each.
not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
stunning.
put it
It's
there.
1,500 square feet of terrace.
Whose
Unlimited
apartment was
views
it?
All the way up Park Avenue. You could see the George Washington Bridge, Central Park. You could see
Wow.
the Plaza
This is one of the
Hotel.
luxury insider
Oh,
segments.
okay.
Oh yeah, it's stunning.
It's on the market.
Actually, I should have it delivered today. Hopefully, if it's finally edited.
Oh, good. Can't wait to see that.
And then out soon. Oh, wait till you see this. I've honestly never seen a duplex. It's a duplex penthouse with this grand staircase.
Duplex. So there's two units.
It was amazing. The staircase was amazing. She did her intro, and the intro on the staircase was amazing. She hit her intro. She nailed her intro. First take, done, and it was amazing.
I can't wait to see it.
So good.
Yeah, so that will be soon on our Eye on New York channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're building out our social media channels, and everybody's got to follow us and watch and stay tuned and follow Luxury Insider and me and Molly and all of our travels over the summer, and then we'll have you, and you'll be traveling with us, and we'll all be in New York, and it'll be amazing.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot going to happen this summer for sure. And
Well,
we're
that's
going
good
to the
because it gets
Hamptons
kind of
too.
quiet here in Boca in the summer. So
We're going to go to the Hamptons too, right?
oh, I got to do the
What's going
Hamptons.
on in the
Yeah, you got
Hamptons,
something
Molly?
in the Hamptons, Molly?
Yes, so that Jacqueline, we actually have to connect with Jacqueline for that because there is something that we will be taping for Eye on New York on July 4th.
Perfect.
A big July 4th party.
Yeah.
With Spring Angel, and it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I got those other guys too, though. Do you know those two designers, Sean and I can't remember his partner's name? They plan big parties in the Hamptons in the summertime.
I feel like I've met them before.
You probably met them at one of my events.
I probably met them at one of your events, yeah.
So we got to check with them.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So maybe we'll do like the July 4th week, and then we'll also do like
Well,
July 27th.
I can't do July 4th, but maybe later in the
We'll figure
later
it
in the
out.
summer. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jacqueline's July 4th thing is going to be unbelievable.
Okay.
So you know Jacqueline.
I sure do.
Yeah,
Yes, I
absolutely.
do.
Jacqueline's a rock star.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And Molly just got done. They did a Women of Wall Street event up there too, which we did for Eye on New York too.
Yes, that's where I was on. When was I there? Monday.
Gosh,
It's
Molly,
been,
it's
it's
a
been
time.
really,
On Monday,
yeah.
Jacqueline did an amazing Women of Wall Street event, bringing together CEOs, CFOs, women who are just change makers, and brought us all together with our favorite dentist.
Dentist?
On
Did you
Instagram,
say?
if you wanna follow
Dennis,
him.
we're going to introduce you
Oh, no,
260
Dennis.
sample sale. Dennis.
Dennis, the sample sale guy. I like the
And
sound
Dennis
of
is
that.
going to watch this.
Okay.
Dennis, yeah.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey.
And he cultivated an amazing collection for the 260 sample sale where we all got to shop, and he had stylists on hand to style us. It was amazing.
how fun
It was
is
Alice
that?
and Olivia. So you guys got to wear, everybody at the dinner got to try on clothes and got to wear something from Alice and Olivia, right?
Yep.
It was
Nice.
260 sample sale. If you haven't been there, it's just
No, I have not.
It's amazing. You're going to go in and you're going to fall in love. And
Okay.
it's a different designer or two designers like every week. And they're in a bunch of different markets, and they're in LA and they're in New York. So when Molly and I are there, we love it. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
what
I mean, you
is
get
it a
things for
place
like
that's
80%
always
off
there?
retail.
Like it's a store?
It's a storefront, but it switches every week. They have one in Soho and they have one in Chelsea. Yeah.
Okay, I got to talk to you after the show.
We need to. Yeah.
Going up there next week.
See, we're having a shopping discussion. Molly's other favorite topic. So yeah, my thing's really the fashion.
Molly, you got any good shopping in New
Yeah.
York for me?
Shopping shared.
Tons. Yeah, we'll give you a full. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll give you a full rundown.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
We did some good shopping in Chicago too. We were filming in Chicago, so we followed Jeremy.
I'm from
Piven
Chicago,
also.
so I go there every now and then, visit my
Well,
mother.
you're gonna need
Okay.
to come when I film the movie there, and we
Okay,
have a
when
bunch of
is that?
segments that we're filming. That's gonna be in September.
That's
so.
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, September.
Yeah.
So Chicago in September, Molly.
I'm there.
Perfect. We're doing a
Got it.
whole
And we're
travel
actually
schedule on the air
about
tonight.
We're actually about to post on the Eye on
Everybody's gonna know where we are.
on the Eye
Well,
on
no,
Chicago
we are just by
Instagram.
looking at our social media. What did you say, Molly?
On the Eye on Chicago Instagram, Karen, we're about to post your segment with your scarf and the amazing trick that he did.
Oh,
Are you gonna teach us-
Daryl?
Yes.
Yes.
Our friend Daryl.
Are you going to teach us how to
was
tie a
amazing,
scarf?
too.
Chicago, stop by.
You know what? I can't do it like Daryl did it.
But
Daryl
you're gonna
did it
show
like
how
nobody's
to-
business. We do a video, and Daryl actually puts my scarf on. I walked into Louboutin with my Louis Vuitton scarf on, and my scarf was like me. It was a little haphazard. It was like a little bit of a hot
never
mess
know how to
going
tie
on.
those
You know,
things,
it just
yeah.
wasn't good. And I walked in. He took one look, and he goes, "Oh, come here." And he took my scarf and he smushed it and fluffed it. And it was magical. It was magical.
Do you know how badly I need that? I have a drawer full of Chanel, Hermes, all these beautiful silk scarves, and I put them on, and I don't know how to tie them, so I take them off and I put them back in the drawer because I don't want to look like I have a little Boy Scout knot,
It's the most impossible thing. Wouldn't you agree, Molly? Like a scarf
Absolutely.
is such a...
But everybody needs a Daryl in their life. And now
Yes.
we've got him for you. We found him.
Except he's in Chicago, so I can only have a good scarf game when I'm in Chicago.
I'll
Only
bring
in
my
Chicago.
scarves to Chicago when I meet you. You'll introduce me to Daryl, and he'll tie my scarf?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Molly had a store in Chicago. So
I
what
know
is it?
that.
Is it Oak Street?
Yes. So it was on. So my store used to be right across from Daryl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was right next to Jimmy Choo, across from the Louboutin. It was a great location.
Oh, yeah.
A dream location. And so I became friendly with, all the store owners kind of became friendly with one.
It was fun shopping with her. We were just like bopping
bet.
in and out, and she was saying hello to people. It was amazing.
So we'll hook you up with him when you're next in Chicago for sure.
And I'll learn how to tie a scarf. Mm-hmm. Been waiting my whole life to learn it.
We have our fashion game covered. That's part of Luxury Insider.
Okay,
It's
okay.
fashion. It's real estate. It's travel, of course, because Molly
Okay.
and Allure of Travel. So
Yeah. Are you doing any dining experiences in these
we're going to do
cities?
dining. I'm on a quest for the best burrata in the
Oh,
world.
I love
I'm
burrata.
obsessed with burrata. I
You know
have
what
a
my favorite
complete
thing is?
burrata fetish.
Foie gras. If you guys can find the best foie gras in these
See,
cities.
I don't like
You
that.
don't like it?
Hey, Molly, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I love foie gras.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So,
So
you
Molly and
scout
I have
me out
bonded
some.
on
My
charcuterie, but I guess not faux gras.
That's what I want.
I like charcuterie too, but foie gras is my absolute favorite. Oh, if it's really good. You
Has
know.
to be really
Yeah,
good,
it's
though.
not always good.
So there's kind of like that cat food consistency of it to me.
You
I'm
don't like-
sorry. It's like Fancy Feast. Like, I can't.
It looks like it
I'm
too.
sorry. And I've tried. And I
Okay.
remember I had a moment like years ago where I was like, I'm going to like this because I should like this.
Oh, you should like it.
And I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't
Okay.
get past it. But I'm really
But you
happy
like
that you guys
burrata?
like it.
You like burrata?
I love burrata.
Okay.
And I like a unique burrata. I don't want my burrata with just pesto and tomatoes. I want a burrata that's got like walnuts and honey and things going on. So thankfully, burrata is very in vogue right now.
Yes, it
and
is.
everybody has burrata.
Right.
So I have been on a quest in each major city for the best burrata. So if anybody's got any good burrata suggestions, they can throw them at me.
Maybe we can do that when we're in New York. We can go
We
to
can do that.
burrata
We can go to
quest.
and there's I actually follow somebody on Instagram called Burratagram, and they repost my stuff. Oh yeah,
Burratagram?
it's kind of like Bunyan Lover,
Bunyan
but
Lover,
yeah,
yeah. I got another one lately. Did I? I can't remember what it was, but it was something like that.
Well, I get them every day. Molly, what did I send you? Was it this morning?
Oh, the
the
massage.
Instagram.
Yes. You were offered a massage.
Yeah, for
Oh.
$30 for an hour. Some man wants
Be
to
careful.
massage me for $30
You pay him
for
or
an
he
hour.
pays you?
It sounded a little, and his name was like Sinbad or, something. It was just really, I sent it to Molly, I screenshotted it immediately. I was like, hey, check it out. You think he wants something else or $30?
I have a fingernail fetish guy.
Ooh, fingernail
Yeah, he always
fetish.
sends me private messages saying, send me some pictures of your fingernails.
Is he looking at them right now?
Here you go, fingernail guy.
There you go.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I share them all. I share them with you guys whenever I get them. Either I send them to Molly or I send them
You
to
got
you.
any followers like that, Molly?
No, I'm offended.
She's offended.
I'm actually very offended. I do not get that. I get other stuff, believe me, but no, none of the fetish stuff.
No, none of the fetish stuff, but you do get some stuff. You get some requests like I do.
Oh, yeah, no, I get a lot of requests for, will you come to a wedding with me in random places?
Well, that's nice. That's an honor.
But I
Yeah.
think that, when you put yourself out there on social media, you kind of open yourself to
Yeah, you got to
anybody and
expect that.
everybody.
But you also open yourself up to really cool opportunities. And I was just, we were saying too earlier in the show too, there's like a power of social media, and we wouldn't even be doing what we are right now with our TV portion if it wasn't for social media.
It's amazing how you
Absolutely.
can
The
connect.
majority of our segments and everything that we get has been because they've been watching us on social media
Instagram.
and they want to be featured. So yes, absolutely, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how you can connect to so many people through social media.
You can,
It's-
and you can meet people with unique differences and, diverse people that you might not meet otherwise who have different
and
fetishes.
it
It's really
mushrooms,
it's a whole world.
you put something out there and then someone shares it with somebody else, and all of a sudden you've got people from all over the world on a certain subject. It's incredible.
Well, it's so interesting because, with the skincare line with Flor de Sante, they have really an international following, and they're not really selling too much in the domestic market. But internationally, I have all these international followers. And it's so interesting. Some of them don't even speak English, but they follow me, and, that's great. But I wish I could interact with them a little bit better. But we really become like a global
There's a little
community
bit of a
online.
translation thing on Facebook. I don't know how accurate it is.
It's not so good. It's not so good. It's why I block a lot of my comments, because sometimes I get some things and I think I want to hope that they're lost in translation. But then again, I have a guy offering me a massage for $30, so who knows?
That's a good deal. Maybe I'll do it. Is it good?
I'll send him your number. I still have the screenshot on my phone. I'll send it
Oh,
over.
you got better nails than mine. Why don't you hold those up? He might like you. My nail guy might go after you.
Great. Send it my way. Another follower.
Yeah,
Just make
it's
sure
all
he's
good.
watching Eye on Cali, right, Molly?
Sorry, say it again?
I said make sure the guy is watching Eye on Cali.
That's right.
They got to keep watching. It's going to be exciting.
So
You're
where-
going to have a really great week.
So, Molly, you come back here Sunday. Then where do you go next?
And then I am in Martha's Vineyard, and then I'm in New York for most of the month.
Yeah.
And then I'm wherever they tell me to go. Everything's kind of last minute, to be honest. It's very hard to plan out.
Yeah.
We really are, because so much is happening in such a short period of time. We got to take it when it comes, and
Right.
we've
It
been
happens so
inundated with
fast,
so many
it's
requests.
amazing. And I can only travel when my kids are with their dad, so I have to cram it all in.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you do
know.
with your kids? Do you have them with you?
But they're going to be in New York with you, Molly.
No, they're going to be in New York with me for the month of July.
Oh,
But they're
that's
with their
good.
dad right now, so that's why I'm cramming everything in.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Summer 2018. Here we
Yeah,
are.
it's
It's
gonna
in
be
full
amazing.
swing.
Yeah, it's summer. It's officially summer now,
It's
right?
officially summer.
Yes.
It's officially summer.
Okay. Well, we're going to have a lot of fun.
It's going to be great.
Going to be visiting you guys in various
It's going to
places.
be good. It's going to be the three blondes. We're going to do three
Yeah.
blondes around patrol.
Okay. All right.
It's a
And
trifecta.
I'm going to find somebody
It's a trifecta.
really. I'm going to try to find somebody really weird in New York next week that we can interview later in the summer.
That's amazing. I would
Yes.
love that. I'm all over that. I
Yeah.
like meeting different people.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Well, Molly, you be careful out there on your drive down.
Thank you, Molly, from the
Pacific
Great
Coast
Beyonds.
Highway or wherever you are.
All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye
All
bye.
right, bye.
Okay. Well, thank you, Karen. Anything you want to say? We got about a minute left here.
Thank you for having me. Just
Okay.
follow
Always
us.
love having you.
and, Yeah, I'll be back on, I'm sure, so we can catch up again. If I don't see you before maybe next week, I'll, have to pop on again and say hi.
And we're going
or-
to be on with the alligator trainer.
Yes, that's going to be the 28th,
If,
maybe?
well, I'm waiting to hear from her,
Okay.
but I won't be here next week. I'll be in New York, so I'm going to do a rerun.
She's
so I'll be
amazing.
the
Everybody's
following
going to
week.
love her. That's where we filmed for the movie. That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
I met her.
She's
is
great.
She's from Gatorland.
She's great.
Yeah.
Okay. After the break, I'm going to have Leanne Hart-Ayuda. She's going to be talking about her terminal diagnosis and how she overcame it. So stay tuned.
Dr. Candace Colella of Colella Cosmetic Dentistry in Coconut Creek provides family and cosmetic dentistry for patients of all ages and is the only dentist in South Florida offering Solea laser dentistry. No pain, no anesthesia, no shots. With over 23 years of experience, Dr. Colella does fast braces, dental implants, veneers, and more. She can even finish off your smile with Botox, fillers, and lip augmentation. Call 954-428-6923 or visit yoursensationalsmile.com.
You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show.
Hello, welcome back to the second half of the Becky and Boca Show. I have a very special guest here, Leanne Hart-Diuta, and I met Leanne maybe a couple years ago when I had you on originally. And she has an incredible story, which I'm going to make her tell from the beginning because I know there are a lot of people that didn't see that original show. But she was diagnosed with terminal cancer, given 3 months to live. And here she is 2 years later. So let's start, Leanne. Got to get a little closer to the mic. Tell us what happened that day you went to the emergency room and why you went.
Okay, so it was, my first symptoms were 2016 Ash Wednesday. So my diagnosis was the 22nd of February, so it was just a few days before that. 22nd was on a Monday.
And you were perfectly healthy. You were a personal
Fine.
trainer.
Personal trainer, doing triathlons, and I had numbness on my entire left side in church. My face was numb. Everything was numb. And I just I brushed it off.
Yeah.
I thought about it and I brushed it off, and that was a Wednesday. So then Monday I woke up, and you know your normal routine.
You have a
thing.
young son.
Yeah, I'm getting up and getting ready, making him breakfast, and I'm picking up. Well, didn't
Take
get
it a
to
little closer.
breakfast. Yes, I picking up my dog bowls, and I kept dropping them.
Oh, so
I
your
was
hand
totally
wasn't
numb.
working.
Right.
That's scary.
So I carried on. I took my son to school, and I called my chiropractor, and I said, is this a result of my pinched nerve or something? And, you know, I had told him that I was
you did a lot of exercise, so
He
you
says
might
you
think you
need-
just threw something out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, you need to go to the ER now. And if you're driving, stop. And I drove myself to the hospital.
Boca Regional?
Boca Regional. And because of the symptoms, they immediately did a brain MRI and found multiple lesions in the brain and determined that it was metastatic, because normally if someone has brain cancer, they have a tumor. So I had multiple brain tumors. They scanned my body, and my
So they knew
lungs
it was
were
coming
full.
from somewhere else.
Somewhere else. They
Okay.
just needed to find that site.
And it was your lungs?
Lungs.
And you're not a
Lungs.
smoker?
No.
Wow. And how many tumors did you have in your lungs?
Multiple. They'd say, you know, I had 4 to 5 sizable between the two lungs, and Dr. Vegas would call it a snowstorm of flurries.
So that's little tiny tumors all developing.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it had metastasized to your brain.
Yeah, correct.
And I think you told me you had one fairly large tumor in your brain that was operable.
It was. It was
Okay.
3 centimeters. A
Wow.
little over 3 centimeters.
Is that what was causing the symptoms on your?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And I had that brain surgery done on the 3rd of March, so it was just like the next week in Miami.
Immediately.
Immediately, and it was amazing. Dr. Komatar in Miami just.
And you know, I had your, I think the doctor that you had at Boca Regional, your
Dr.
oncologist.
or
Who
excuse
was
me, Dr. Oh my gosh, Sajil Chowdhury.
Chowdhury in here with you.
Yes.
And he told me that when he looked at your brain scan in the hospital before he went to see you, he said he was blown away as a doctor that sees this all the time, because of the magnitude of it.
Just you saying that.
Scary, isn't it?
To go back to that day and then I'm sitting here now.
He said he was afraid to walk in and talk to you, and you were all cheerful, even after he gave you the diagnosis.
Yeah. I don't think I really knew, I even said it was metastatic. Well, what stage is that? I didn't know that.
Did they give you a
metastatic.
stage?
Well, stage 4 is
Stage
metastatic.
4. There's
That
no
means-
stage 5, right, Leanne?
Exactly.
Oh, my
So that means it's traveled from the primary source.
Right. And so I believe they told you that you would have 3 months to live if you did nothing.
If I did nothing, I'd have 3 months at best.
Okay, gotta get a little closer to your mic.
And so, so then,
And your options were not good at that point either, right?
No, they did a biopsy of my lungs, and I really didn't know what would come of that, what that would mean for me, the biopsy of the lungs, what else they would try to
what would you know about any of this
reveal
at
from that
point?
But of course, they wanted to start generalized chemotherapy right away and suggested after brain surgery to do full brain radiation.
And we had talked about this before, Leanne. If you do full brain radiation like that, it can really destroy your brain.
It
and
changes who you
who
are.
you are. If you've known anyone that's had that done. So you knew that. You told me you knew that before going into it. So you wanted to take your son on vacation and tell him because you knew afterwards you wouldn't be the same person?
Well, I took my son on vacation because I thought no matter what happens, right now is good.
Because you're still you.
So let's go on vacation and then deal with, what the treatment is going to be after that.
And that I can't imagine knowing, because you educated yourself on all of this. I know you really went out there and figured out what was going to happen. So you knew what could happen to you if you had brain radiation.
Well, and just treatment alone. I mean, my chances of survival, I would have had to have been pumped with enough chemotherapy to kill an elephant.
Right.
I mean, it's not like I had one tumor. It was just a different situation.
Multiple. However, when they did that little sampling of the tumor from your lungs, they were doing genome testing, I believe.
Yes.
And only a very small percentage of patients can respond to the type of treatment that you ended up being able to get. And they called it a designer cancer, as I remember.
Special.
Special cancer.
Special.
But, I mean, you weren't lucky because of what happened to you, but you were very lucky that you had that type of genetic.
Absolutely. Because I had pretty much said just generalized chemotherapy and full brain radiation was not going to be a choice that I was going to take. I had
You weren't going to do
it? No.
Oh, no.
No. And so, I just kind of figured in my faith in God that if he wanted to take me, let him take me. But I wasn't going to die.
Had they not told you that you were a candidate for the genome therapy, you were going to do nothing?
Well, I had I'm not doing anything right now.
Oh,
yeah.
But with a 3-month diagnosis.
Well, I just thought I've had a great epic life. I'm not ready to go, but if God wants to take me, let him take me.
So you were just going to let go?
Kind of.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well, fight in my own.
But not with radiation and chemo.
Not with generalized, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a tumor or two. I just felt differently about it. I mean, I'm a tiny person to begin with, and when you start putting massive amounts of poison in your body, like chemotherapy and
yeah, you are a tiny person, and I know they would have really had to hit you hard because of the stage 4 cancer.
I don't think I'd be here, Becky.
Right.
I really
But tell us what happened.
So
the wonderful doctors at Boca Regional Medical Center. We got to give them a shout out because
I have the best
saved her life.
oncologist. I am telling you, and
Dr. Vegas and Dr.
Chowdhury are my oncologists.
I know both of them.
Yes,
Wonderful doctors.
Right, and Dr. Mike Casper, I met.
Know him too? He lives near me.
And the radiation oncologist, I met him on a bike ride before I was diagnosed in
Before you
October
even knew? Oh, you're kidding me.
Of 2016 or of 2015, and I have just now recalled that was the first time I had symptoms because I was on a ride.
No, and you were with
30 minutes before I met him, and I had this numb, and I said to my cycling partner, I got to wait. I've got this flashing and this numbness. And I
you're
did not
kidding me.
realize
And he was on that
and I met him at the bakery drinking
Okay, so that's some kind of fate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
So my So my biopsy came back, and I had a very rare mutation called ALK rearranged, and it
ALK rearranged was your diagnosis.
yeah,
And
well,
you were probably
it was
like,
my
what is that?
type of
Your
mutation.
your type of mutation.
Yes, of this cancer. So that enabled me to be a candidate for a targeted therapy drug.
And did they
So-
know how well it was going to work on you? Did they give you a lot of hope? Or did they just say, we're going to try
There's
this?
no percentages, you know,
'Cause it's so
unless you
new.
look on the internet. And I
brand
never
new.
even looked on the internet because I said that's not going to give me any kind of
Oh, no,
positive
yeah. You don't want to go digging around
information.
on there. Oof.
No, so,
I get a little thing on my hand and I go look and I'm like,
right. Yeah, it's
no, you
not
don't want
good. You're going to
No.
lose your hand.
Yeah, right. You don't look on the internet. Okay.
So I started a targeted therapy drug. And
Which
I
was only
on-
an oral medication, right?
It was
You
an
didn't
oral
have to do chemo. You
medication.
didn't have to do radiation.
I did not. It's a chemotherapy drug. I
Right.
still take it today.
Okay.
But I took, of course, you know, insurance. I as severe as my diagnosis was, they made me start it at a level 1 drug. There were 3 levels to this drug.
Because of your insurance, you were telling me that.
Just, you
frustrating.
know.
And would the doctors have preferred to start you on a higher level?
level 3, the top.
And they can't get
yes.
around that.
No,
Oh.
no, not until the change in my brain MRI.
You had to get worse.
Exactly.
Oh, God, that makes me so
Exactly.
mad.
But you know what? It sure gave me hope that I didn't have to take that route and be so sick and throwing up. You know. So
Did you get sick at all from the?
No.
No. So you
No.
got to take an oral medication.
tired, very lethargic. I did have blood clots in my legs and my lungs, so I was on blood thinners, which was a whole nother nightmare. Yeah, after brain surgery, I was on steroids, heavy-duty steroids,
Oh,
for
did
an
you get all puffed
extended
up?
period of time. Very, very puffed up. I mean, puffed up, scuffed up.
Oh.
It was not a good time. You know, that wasn't the me that, you know, everyone was used to.
No.
But it sure beat the alternative.
Did it ever?
Yeah.
So then eventually you went in for more scans. How long were you on the treatment before they
I
started?
still do brain MRIs every 2 months. My lung CAT scans were also very similar in time, every 2 months. And so I had from diagnosis in February, no change all the way through until I started. You know, I did a lot of, from day one, juicing.
I know
We
you
had
took care of
berry
yourself,
wrap.
yeah.
Yes, did massive amounts of raw juice that I had delivered to my house, and changed my diet to a primarily plant-based diet, but found that very, very difficult.
Yeah, a little thing like you going through all of
Oh my gosh, and I just got so skinny at one point, my doctor said, go eat a burger.
that. Yeah, eat some meat.
You know, but, and then I started doing a little bit of alternative medication in August, and still on that same drug, which had showed no progression of the lesions.
We're talking about the oral medication for
right.
for the targeted
But
therapy.
it had held everything back from growing, you know.
So everything
it
was
hadn't
just
diminished,
staying the same.
status quo.
Okay.
And then I started. I did a lot of research on cannabis oil.
I know you used cannabis oil
And I
as a
started
part of your
using
treatment.
that in August, and by December, same protocol, except for cannabis oil is added into it. I have juice, I have medication, cannabis oil. December, my lungs were clear.
Completely clear.
Clear.
Oh my gosh! But are you attributing it to the cannabis oil, or are you
I think
attributing
it's
it
a
to the?
combination of all three.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that changed.
So you did the juicing, the cannabis oil, and the targeted genome therapy.
Right.
Okay.
The tumors in the brain were still the same. There were surgically one was removed, so I still had 11
And they couldn't
tumors.
remove the others because they were
Non-surgical,
inoperable.
right.
Okay.
And so January, my brain scan still revealed 11 tumors. One had changed a little bit, but it was just a millimeter or something. But it was enough bigger. But it was enough to get me to the
get to the next
Generation
step.
3 drug, which was wonderful. Not that we skipped the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I started that drug the middle of February.
Mm-hmm.
So March, April 5th, I had my next brain MRI. Sit.
Oh, boy.
Wait for it.
Okay.
March, April 5th, my brain tumors were gone.
All of them were gone.
Complete, and I have all the paperwork that shows like all the near complete resolution.
Why do you say near complete?
Because they won't
say 100%.
They won't say it's near complete resolution, and ever since then, there's nothing. And you know, the radiologist reports are just astonishing. They said this is just...
I'm sure the doctors love this because this is all new medicine and they want to see successes like this. They must be just thrilled with you.
So exciting.
Yeah.
I would not want to have had cancer 10 years ago.
It wouldn't have been there, would it?
No.
Wow.
And so it's been quite a journey, you know. You have that cloud that kind of
what are they telling you as far as prognosis then?
Keep doing what you're doing.
So you're still on the drug?
I'm still on the drug.
And you will remain on that drug?
Until it quits working.
And then I understand they could put you on another drug if that one quits working.
Well, if that, you know, if that day ever comes, then there'll be something better by then, you know. But
that day may never come. You may stay on this medication forever?
Could be.
Okay.
You know, nothing is forever.
Are there any side effects or anything of it?
I would just say, you know, some stomach issues and nothing
bad.
Know, lethargy. You know, I have hip degeneration from the steroids, but I'm healthy.
You
I'm
look
probably
great,
the
Leanne.
healthiest I've ever been.
I know. You look even healthier than the last time I saw you.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I can't say I've ever felt better.
Really?
I'm cycling again.
Huh.
I'm climbing mountains again.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm going to Europe. I'm going on vacation. I said, you know what? Anyone that wants to wait for anything, to do anything in their life.
That's what I love about this story, Leanne.
Don't wait. Do it now.
Do it now. Don't wait. Don't put something off.
You never know.
Yeah.
What a difference a day makes.
Right. So you're just living your life. You're like not holding back.
Living large, yes. And I talk to a lot of cancer patients. I meet with a lot of cancer patients. And
even just putting you on social media that you were coming, I got a lot of comments from cancer patients that you're giving them a lot of hope.
It's so important. It's so important that no matter what, that you have a positive outlook, that you have a positive attitude, and that you
Dr.
never
Chowdhury
give
said
up.
that even when he gave you your diagnosis, you were more worried about him because he was upset.
You know, what do you do? What do you know, thank God I'm a faith-based person, because I tell you what, I just knew that I didn't have any control over it. You can have all the money in the world, and it's not going to fix it.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Wow.
Miracles happen.
I know, and that's the message that I want to get out there for people. And, you know, after I had you and Dr. Chowdhury on the show, I got a lot of messages from people that wanted to meet him.
Yes.
That knew of someone or were sick themselves and just wanted to learn about this.
Exactly. And that's what's happened with me is a lot of people reach out and, you know, if nothing else, if I can give people hope in the deepest and darkest times when you think there is nothing that, you know, can help you crawl out of this. It's, you know, it's a lot of it is positive. It's positive attitude over everything.
And something else I've wondered about, do you think it matters what hospital or what doctors you go to? Do you think you were luckier here than if you had lived somewhere maybe in the middle of the Midwest? Does something like that make a difference? Do people need to travel to find this kind of care?
I guess, you know, I think Boca Regional is a top-notch
facility.
Oh, it is. I mean, it's certainly, I just, you know, couldn't say anything better about it. But, you know, I had people ask me, have you gone for a second opinion? What is anybody else going to tell me?
And you had the best right here. And you were also involved with the University of Miami from your surgery.
He
so
did.
You couldn't do any better than that.
Brain surgery, I was released in 22 hours.
Yeah, you told me that.
I ate chicken parm 3 hours after surgery.
You know, see, you still had an appetite, even though you had just gotten this diagnosis and you had just had brain surgery. And I think you're a unique person. I don't think everyone would be like this.
I don't know. It's just the whole timeline from beginning until now is just unbelievable. So many things, good and bad, happen, but mostly good. I mean,
what's the bad that happened?
Well, you know, going through steroids, being on heavy doses of Decatron. I mean, it's just as serious. It changes your whole personality, your whole look, the way your mind operates. And I, you know, at that point, I was selling my house and moving and got rid of everything. I sold everything.
Why? Things didn't matter anymore.
Well, I couldn't handle my house anymore. I sold my house and I moved to a little chalet on the beach. And
you told me that. That actually sounds very nice. Yeah.
And so I still take my medication. I have my medical marijuana card. I see a neurologist in Stewart.
Yes, we're going to try to get him on my show in
Yes.
August. Okay.
Rabir Kashuti, and he is wonderful. And I was his 10th patient, and I was rescheduled like 3 times because when the law was like rolled out, nothing was in place.
Yeah.
And when he looked at my medical transcript of over 600 pages, he says, "You're the person, you're the patient I've been waiting to walk through the door."
Sure.
And, you know, people really need to understand and take away the stigma that's attached to cannabis. People smoke pot, but cannabis is medicine.
It's a totally different thing.
And I will take it always.
And
Take
it's
it
legal
every-
now in Florida.
It is.
And
Medically.
you researched it yourself and decided that you wanted to use that as an adjunct to your medical care, correct?
What did I have to lose at that
Mm-hmm.
point? What did I have to lose? And I had read so much information on especially the effectiveness with people with brain ailments.
Okay, now let me ask you this. How did your medical doctors feel about that? Like,
One was
Dr.
glad
Chowdhury.
that I found my way to it.
okay.
And the other, you know, just really didn't have a comment on it. But I was always very straightforward in telling them what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think there's something to it.
Okay, now, you smoke it? Do you put it in your food?
No,
How
it's
do you...
oil.
It's oil.
Actual
And what do you-
extracted oil from the cannabis plant, and you do it sublingually under the tongue.
Do you feel high from
You
it?
feel very high.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
people, and there's a big buzz about CBD, and it's certainly beneficial for a lot of people for a lot of different circumstances. But to kill cancer, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it has to have THC in it.
Really? Okay.
And it's no fun. It is not like being high.
It's not a fun high.
It's not. I didn't drive for 3 months. My mom
Ooh.
took my son to and from all his school activities. I
Oh.
slept for 3 months.
How did you feel? Just tired and wiped out?
Tired. As soon as you take it, you fall asleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't fun.
But you were still willing to do it because you believed it was going to make a difference. And look at you.
I know.
So,
too.
but now you don't really know. You just don't want to drop any of these things that you're
just
doing.
based on the research that I've done and the people that I have talked to that have decided to stay away from any kind of traditional medication and have purely cured themselves with
But
cannabis.
some people are doing it only with cannabis oil?
Yes.
And it's curing cancer?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, I have one man that I speak to that helped me along my journey in the middle of the state of Florida, and he's probably one of the wealthiest people in Florida, and he does not have medical insurance, and he does not see doctors, and he had prostate cancer, and he tests his levels, and
he
he's
uses
been
cannabis oil.
without medication, a doctor. It's 2014. He's been
Wow.
cancer-free.
Cancer free. That's amazing. Wow.
So there's a lot
Okay.
of stories, I think, that...
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to interview your, what's his
Yes,
name?
Dr. Kashuti.
Dr. Kashuti. Okay.
He'd
and
say Kashouti, I think.
Kashuti. Okay, so we're going to have him in here, I think August
The 9th.
August 9th, right here on the show. And he only treats people with cannabis? Is that his...
No. He's a neurologist.
Oh, he's a neurologist.
And really is
Okay.
why I wanted to see him, just
Okay.
because, you know, it's the severity of it. I didn't want to just... And there are a lot of organizations and doctor offices that will put people through the system to get their cards, but not the in-depth,
Right.
you know, attention that...
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just wanted to make sure I was dosing it right.
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 And it sounds like difficult. So do you still do the cannabis oil?
I do.
Do you still get wiped out from it?
I do it, you know, I do it at night primarily. And if I do it in the day, I'll do sativa, which is not, it's not like, doesn't make you go to sleep.
Okay.
So
Sativa.
I
Now
keep
that's
it
that's
in
like an
my
old
system at all
butt
times.
smoking term, right?
Well, it is. There's 2 different kinds. There's indica and
Okay.
sativa. Yeah,
Okay. Wow. So that's amazing. And you're still juicing?
I do. I juice every day, thanks to Raw Juice and Barry Rapkin.
Barry Rapkin,
all
good
the
friend of
people at
mine.
Raw Juice, that whole team, and I'm sure everyone's so tired of seeing my posts at Raw Juice.
I don't think so.
I am telling you, those people, that team at Raw Juice is just part
Great
of
place,
part
right-
of my
right down the street
recovery.
here.
Yes,
Yeah.
part of my healing right there, still today. Yes.
So raw juice, you're still doing the oral medication from the doctors at Boca Regional.
Correct.
And you're doing the cannabis oil.
Yes.
Okay.
And a healthy diet. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, you're a trainer and you know how to eat. So you've got,
I try. Well, and I always did, but gosh, I guess I wasn't eating the right things.
What are you doing there?
Yeah, who knows? You just never know.
No, you never know. That's the amazing part about this story. And you were so young, too, when that happened. That
Thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, look at her. Look at her. I mean, this is not your normal cancer patient. I mean, this is not what people expect.
It's surreal. It
And,
really
and
is.
nobody can tell you why it happened.
No. People say that to me all the time.
Everybody
They
wants
say-
to know why.
Someone said
How
that
did you get
me.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think it makes, I don't know, does it make people feel better if they can say that there was a reason? I don't know.
Gives you something to blame. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Wow. So you just accept all this and not angry? You don't look angry.
What is that? What is it going to do? I really have.
Did you ever get angry?
So, I never. I had.
You don't look like the type of person that would feel sorry for yourself.
I had my faith family at church. I had a Stevens minister that came to visit. My pastor and his wife were wonderful. Advent Lutheran Church is just an amazing place. But I never really went through. At one point, my neurologist said, "You need to go see a doctor. I need you to just go see some kind of, counselor,
Therapist?
Yeah, because you don't talk to anybody. You seem all fine all the time."
He probably thought you were putting on a...
Yeah, and he just told me, keep riding your bike. Keep doing what you're doing. Ride your bike. You're good.
Yeah?
I don't, it's by the grace of God.
Yeah.
It's really not until I knew that I was not in control. And I said, you know what? I trust in the will that you have for my life.
Wow. Wow.
Otherwise, you fight it all the time. And
Yeah.
what's it? Wasted energy.
But I like what you said about people shouldn't waste time because you never know what's going to happen.
Do it now, just like Nike.
There
Do
you
it
go.
now.
Just do it.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, we got to wrap this up, Leanne. It was a
you.
pleasure having you back
So
in
nice
here.
to
I've
see
had you in here a
again,
couple times.
Becky.
I told you I'd bring you back from the very first
I
time.
love it.
And I'm going to see you on the 9th of August with your doctor, and we're going to talk
Yes.
about your cannabis treatment.
And hopefully someday soon there'll be a book.
Oh, you got to write a book.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, you have to write a book. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
and then I'll bring you
it's-
on here to
yes.
promote your book, and I'll do
wish-
I'll do a book signing for you too.
That'd be fabulous.
All right.
Great. Thank you, Becky.
Okay, thank you. All right,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Make sure you follow me because she's coming back with her doctor in August, and that'll be a great
All
show.
you need to know about medical marijuana.
Okay, that's good. Okay, bye-bye.